Hello, Aquarius. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a general read from whom we're dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's read you as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Wow. Okay, Aquarius. How very interesting. Where's this gonna go? How do you go to that to that? Huh? Hey now. Ooh. Okay, Aquarius. Damn, yeah, there's the tower. Goodness gracious. Okay. Couple more and I'll jump in. This is going to be a bit of a rough one. It's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one. Yeah. Don't know. Don't know about that. I'm going to try and be nice and give them the benefit of the doubt. But like I said, it's immediately going to be rough. Woof. Jumping into this, the first card out is the World. I'll try and be nice. You know, wise as serpents. I'll try and be nice. But you can't help but see what you see. And once you see that, you can't ignore that. Clearly, there has been and has been some sort of very difficult as well as painful ending. This is a very slippery energy, and I'm going to dissect this for you so that hopefully it does make sense. Let's just say, for example, you go to church on Sunday. It's a good message. It sat with you. It kind of digested and processed. Then Monday comes rolling around. And it's as if they never went to church on Sunday. That's what I'm looking at. But anyways, let me kind of circle it back around to this. What I'm saying, there's a disconnect there. I do understand when shit hits the fan and everything is going wrong and it feels like everything in your life is crumbling and falling apart around you. I understand that. I understand that there's going to be a yearning or a desire or a seeking for a fast answer or a shortcut or a loophole as to what can I do, what can I do, what can I do, how can I fix this, how can I revert everything back to how it used to be. I understand that. You do not mend or put together a broken heart with duct tape. It takes time to heal. It takes time to process. It takes time to digest. Once again, I don't know what this emphasis is from them about, like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And it's almost kind of like life is giving you test, trials, and tribulations. And instead of learning your lessons from these tribulations or these tests or these trying times, good song, Tried, True, and Tested. Very good song by Dirtball. They want to quick fix it. They want to quick fix it. But here's the thing. The only reason they want to quick fix it, Aquarius, is because they feel as if, like, unfortunately, they no longer have their fix with you. And that kind of lets me know that this is someone who may have some sort of dependency upon you. They may have some sort of addictions or substance or vices. I don't know what it is yet. But like I said, go to church on Sunday, good message. It sat with them for about 24 hours. Monday came rolling around. Why do I feel disconnected? That's what I'm looking at. But unfortunately, for some reason, when it comes to the two of you in that tower, this is like, I have no clue, no idea why this is happening. What do you mean? There were signs all around. There was writing on the wall. Were you not paying attention? Do you not have eyes to see, ears to hear? Now is not the time to be talking. Now is the time to be listening and paying attention to what life in, well, let's just say, what this is trying to show you. More specifically, what it's trying to show you about yourself, Crosswatcher, that you seem to be trying to bypass or just quickly scoot on over and ignore. Because, hey, this doesn't feel good. Let me chase. Let me kind of, fiend for something that does feel good. What goes up must come down. Like an alley cat, right? Oh, brother, where art thou? George, babyface, was like an alley cat. He liked to swing himself around by his own tail. For fun. Come on now. They feel as if, I'm surprised I'm actually looking at this, they feel as if it's complete shock, and it's like, no, it's not. That's kind of crazy. They feel like this is complete shock. I don't understand. And it's kind of like, what do you not understand? Something tells me there might be some boundaries in place, Aquarius, that you may have set. And all of a sudden, it's kind of like, and party's over. And unfortunately, it's kind of like, because they're viewing you as in like, oh, you stop the fun, they're still trying to get in your good graces to have some fun, because all of a sudden it's kind of like, wait a minute, what the fuck happened to my connection with Aquarius? Aquarius ain't playing. That's what happened. You are. There's the difference. And there lies in the problem. Excuse me. Damn, I'm actually seeing. Yeah, Aquarius ain't playing. Um, Interesting. I gave that energy to Libra, Aquarius. I literally told Libra and who they were asking about or dealing with, have you tried meditation? I was kind of being a bit of a smartass. But have you tried meditation, Crosswatcher? You know, in other words, be still. Have you tried it? Have you tried sitting with yourself? What do they say? Idle hands are the devil's playthings. You gonna show me the devil soon? If you can't sit with yourself, with your thoughts and your emotions and the energies that are taking place within you, and you need some sort of an escape or some sort of fix or something to take the edge off, what are you avoiding or running from? And this is what I find very fascinating is they are having, unfortunately, that wake up call and that personal revelation, Aquarius, of realizing this shit ain't working. You haven't been living right. Sometimes you have to close that door for someone to get the message. It's not even an energy of I hope it slams you in the you know what on the way out. No. Sometimes they need that loud thump, like it's done. Stop. When the door closes, there's a line that is drawn. Kunk. That is one line meeting the other line, creating a double line you do not cross. Rules of the road. There's something there within them that is boiling up. I don't know what that is that's boiling up. Um, but once again, it's almost kind of like they're looking for a savior. And I don't understand like why they have their eyes set on you. You got to save yourself. Now, I understand when it comes to this energy, like I said, Sunday and Monday, but you got to take it a little bit more seriously so that it sinks in for Monday. There's the devil, Aquarius. Do I make my point? We're over here talking about church on Sunday and remembering it for Monday, and the devil shows up for Monday. Talking to God on Sunday, talking to the devil on Monday. Oh, I will say that makes an exciting and interesting life, but damn. You'd always just be like, get behind me. You're playing yourself, Crosswatcher. You're playing yourself. Yeah, this is that the beast in the song, the beast in me is held by fragile bars. Look at that devil energy peeking through. Look at that devil energy peeking through. That is crazy. That is a crazy energy. One moment, please. What they're emphasizing is the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. So why are they unwilling to part ways with that? Why are they unwilling to part ways with it? That's, for example, like someone who wants to, get clean or sober up, and they're like, I just don't know, I just don't know, I just don't know, because they're so scared of what happens when they give up their pacifier. Like, what happens when you give up your crutch? What happens when you give up that which is toxic and devilish and karmic for you for the sake of a new life to be born again? When you're so used to the comfort and security of that false illusion or fantasy, what then? You're faced with a difficult decision you have to make, Crosswatcher. You're faced with a difficult decision you have to make. That is a crazy energy. That is a crazy energy. That lets me know that devil energy, you don't actually mean it, what you're saying. You don't actually mean it. And that's the problem. Now your tongue is doing that split thing. And that's what I'm talking about. I see what you're showing me, Aquarius. I do. I do understand that. Is there a way through this? Let's see. It almost feels like a false confession. Since we're going with the theme and the topic and the examples, that feels like a false confession. Like, did you want to go on Sunday? No, I got dragged. But I went through with it anyways, and I said what I said, and I did what I did. Did you mean it? No. And it's almost like they had to pull some sort of like toxic veil over their eyes just to move forward. And like, and that's what I'm talking about. That's like an addiction. It's like energetically blurred to where you can't. It's like that fantasy is still there. It's one big blur. It's like a hangover or whatever you're on. You can't tell when one cycle ends and the next cycle begins because it's still there. It's like, what the fuck? What time is it? I don't know. I've been in a warp hole or a wormhole or I went through a portal. It's like, how, what? It's 3 days fucking later. I haven't slept. Fuck, I think I need sleep. Did I even eat? What happened? Twilight Zone. And that's why I'm like, is there a way through this? Yeah, get rid of the addictions. Start living right. There's always a way through it, Aquarius. The problem is, do they want it badly enough? There you are. Now, this is that point where I do understand, because of what has come out over here, that this is going to show up a little bit differently over here. But I will say, you know what is missing from this besides that over there? Sometimes this is kind of energetically speaking, it almost feels like father energy, like a stern no. Like, I love you, but my answer is still no. I love you, but you know better. I'm not mad at you. I'm disappointed in you. There's a way through it. But let me kind of bring it back around full circle here. This right here feels like a red flag. That feels like a red flag. There's so much here that needs to be untangled and straightened out just to get to a point to actually make this work. That's the thing. You have to break that cycle. You have to break that loop. You have to break that ritual, habit, whatever, routine. Jeez Louise. That is a hell of a lot of work. That is a hell of a lot of work. There's the lovers. Yeah, and it's just a situation of how badly do you want it. It's like, because remember, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't with you. I can't with you, Crosswatcher. I can't with you. You're not going to let that down. Like I said, once again, Aquarius, back to the wisest serpents. You're a fucking viper. You're a viper. That is like, I am going to keep mental score. I'm going to hold that over your head and still talk my fucking shit. And that's what I'm talking about. You saw the signs. You saw the tongue. You saw them speak. You saw what you saw. You know what you know. And that's what I'm talking about. It gets to the point of them like, even if the two of you can try to focus on the bright side of this and see the silver lining to this, it gets to the point of them questioning, I don't know if I'm actually going to fucking let all this go. And it's like, talk about a fresh start or clean slate. They never let that shit go, nor got over that. They got a fucking chip on their shoulder. They're going to use it to bargain and hold it over your head and talk their shit. Can you believe this? This is like, damn, can you believe what the pastor told me on Sunday? I need to fucking change my ways. Can you believe that shit? How's your jaw? It sounds sore. You've been gnashing too much there. Damn. There's a 9 of swords. Picture says 1,000 words, Aquarius. What's that movie, The Grudge, where the jaw, I forget, it's just kind of like all warped. The Grudge. And there's the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Damn. And that right there is, oh my gosh. That right there is, the truth shall set you free. And if you got a problem with the truth, it's going to create mental hell. By the sword, huh? Live by the sword, die by the sword. Goodbye.